Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Nico here, better known as Slow F30. In today's video, we are going to be installing the VIOFO, if that's how you pronounce it, VS1 dash cam. Been kind of like a side project I've wanted to do for a while is install a dash cam, and we're not actually installing it today on the F30. I do have a few parts I'm going to be filming some videos for soon here shortly. It's just been really bad outside, so I'm really not trying to take the car out the garage. So instead, I'm going to be installing it on the daily driver. If you guys have not seen my last video, this is my 2013 Nissan Pathfinder. This is what I purchased as a daily, winter beater, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to be installing this inside of this car, and if I like it, then I'll eventually install it into the Beamer. So we don't have a good camera angle for this, so I'm going to try my best here. I'm going to go ahead and open this up real quick, get a little warranty card. And then we have the actual dash cam itself. That's how small it is. It's basically just gonna sit behind my mirror. User/install guide, extra 3M sticky pad, as well as a little sticker you can put saying, you know, this car is protected by a dash cam. Me personally, I'm not installing that bullshit, but it does come with it. And then obviously it does come with a pretty long cable, as well as a cigarettes port charger, or, you know, for power. And then it also has just a USB to Type-C one as well. Last but not least, it does come with its own micro SD card, so you don't need to purchase that separately, as well as a little trim tool. Might come in handy. So to try to keep it out of my view of when I'm driving, I'm going to install it on the right side of this mirror. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Hopefully you guys can see it back there, but I went ahead and installed it, and before I installed it, I also inserted the micro SD card so I don't have to, you know, hassle with it while it's already installed. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and find which power source I'm gonna use, and we'll hook it up. Use the mess down here, but if you guys have seen my last video, I just installed the CarPlay edition onto this car as well. So what I'm gonna do, so I can keep using that, is I'm just going to use this USB port as the power source for the camera as well. Now for just testing purposes, I am gonna just leave this bundle just like this, you know, plugged into power and then plugged into the camera up there. Eventually what I plan on doing is I'm gonna run it this way, trim it up into the headliner here, come back down. This is a very long cable, so you should be able to make that happen. First things first though, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car, just make sure everything's working, and we'll go from there. All right, so you guys can see here we are connected fully to the camera back there, and the way it's set up, I have it right now, is it captures from left to right the entire windscreen. Now obviously it's a little, you know, snow on there, but besides the point, other than that, the camera quality actually seems pretty good, and yeah, I'm very actually happy with this. For the price I paid, I think it was between 107, 110-ish, give or take, off Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below, but this is not bad if you just want an extra peace of mind. Now, I don't know about any of you watching this video in your area, but at least where I'm at, I have a lot of crazy drivers, and not necessarily crazy in the sense of like where me in the 340, where I might swim a little bit, but I'm talking like people that just cut you off, brake check, all kinds of stuff. So it's nice to have this little peace of mind. Now to actually work this, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically always recording, and I believe every 30 seconds it will just delete the last footage. And then let's say an incident occurs, you just click the button on the back and it will save or start recording. Yeah, but I think all in all, it took me about 10 minutes to install, obviously minus doing all the cord routing. I haven't done that yet, but as far as the simple setup process, it was really straightforward. So everybody, if you want to check this out, I'll leave a link in the description below, and I will definitely be purchasing another one of these, maybe the other version they sell, which is the 2-camera forward and back. I might purchase that for the 340, but again, I'll get around to it when the weather is a little bit better. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.